Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 96 and once again, it is 9:16 in the morning. Yes, I am up bright and early recording this episode once more, and for anyone who actually does YouTube and things, it feels brilliant. You know, if you're one of those people that wakes up in the morning and then they spend like a couple hours just doing pointless stuff because they don't feel like they want to record so early, don't do that, okay? I used to do that. I used to think that was the right way of doing things, but it turns out just getting straight out of bed and then sitting down in your computer chair and hitting record, it seems to work wonders. I don't know what it is. I think something triggers in my brain and it's just like, right, Ollie, you're going to have to wake up right now and you're just going to have to get to it. We're going to do some Hermitcraft and it's going to be great fun. But anyway, that's my psychology there. I'm sure it's just got absolutely no scientific backing whatsoever, but that's the way that I'm going to be working things today. Because in other news, I've got some big news, alright? As you guys know, episode 100 is around the corner, but also 1 year of Hermitcraft is also around the corner. In fact, it's very nearby. On October the 18th in 2014, we started the Hermitcraft server, and that is approaching, okay? And one thing that I've worked out, I took a look at the dates the other day in the Monday evening live stream, and it turns out if I skip an episode of Hermitcraft, I could make those two things coincide, alright? I could make it so that on Sunday the 18th of October this year, it will be episode 100, okay? So it will be 1 year of Hermitcraft and then episode 100, which I'm definitely going to do, okay? I'm definitely going to do that. So that means that next week there's going to be one less episode of Hermitcraft, but we're going to have 1 year and also episode 100 in one episode, and that is absolutely amazing. So I'm very excited for that. I'm coming up with ideas for specials. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. So prepare your eyeballs and prepare your earballs because it's going to be great. But anyway, eyeballs and earballs aside, we're going to be moving on from all of that because we have got a bunch of really awesome plans in today's video. As you guys know, for anyone who's watched the Monday evening live stream, we're working on a new area. Check it out. This is the new area at the minute. It's looking a tiny bit rough around the edges, I have to say. Haven't seen this today. Obviously, I built it yesterday, and in my head, this looked a lot more glamorous, to be honest. But this is the new area that we're creating, and the whole point of this place is farms, okay? This is going to be a farming area. So, there are a few farms that I haven't quite got yet in my base. Obviously, we've got the sugarcane farm, haven't got one of those. And a melon and pumpkin farm, haven't got any of those. And also a cactus farm. I don't really know if I'm going to be building a cactus farm in this area, but we don't have one of those farms and I feel like we should do it because, you know, my goal for Minecraft is always to create a hub of automation. And to be honest with you, this base has got a lot of farms, but it doesn't have like a ridiculous quantity. So I think we need to up the quantity of farms at the minute. So the plan is that we're going to have different modules of things. So this is going to be one module of the sugarcane farm. I'm considering doing 2 sets of sugarcane farm because, yeah, I'm sure we can only fit about 3 strips in. So that'll be about 30, 60, and then obviously 120. That will be a good quantity of sugarcane to have. So I think we're going to be doing that. But it's going to work on like a modular basis. So you're going to have like one module, then another module, then a different module. And I think it should end up looking pretty good. Now today we're going to be working on the sugarcane farm. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear out the area for extra redstone because we're going to need a lot more space than this. And then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. The best part about working on the base once again is the fact that I have got haste 2 and efficiency 5. And as you can see, I'm not very good at using it. I seem to take out all the blocks that I don't want to take out very, very quickly. So I have to be super careful. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. Alright, progress has been made. We have got a redstone area here, so this is where all of the redstone is going to be going. Are they both the same size? Have I done that correctly? 1, 2, 3, and then in theory it should be 1, 2, 3 over here, as I think I've mined out the correct area. Yes, good. I don't actually know how big these redstone contraptions are. I haven't designed them yet. I'm going to be doing that in the next couple seconds. But another quick thing that I just want to show you guys is I have been working on how I want this room to look. Okay, I've been trying to work out how I want this area to be looking, and this is what I've come up with at the minute. I'm not like 100% sold on it, to be honest with you. It's trying to fit in with the rest of the base. It's been a while since I've built how I do in here. I've been doing a lot of jungle run, so I keep wanting to place down like cobblestone and leaves and things, which obviously isn't going to look very good in this area. So this is the sort of style that I've gone for at the minute. And yeah, I quite like it. I think it looks pretty cool. I think we're going to work on it, and hopefully I can come up with some better designs and things, but it's a pretty good starting point. But another thing that I just quickly want to show you, it's just popped into my head, is check out how close we are to the other builds that are down underneath. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hop into my second account and we're going to take a look at the base from like an outside perspective, just to see how compacted it all is. Okay, so I've just logged in, I'm over at the jungle run, and I thought I would quickly show you this, because look at how insane all of that redstone looks with the second account. That looks amazing. And then we've got all the redstone going on over here. This one's a little bit more sealed up because, of course, we implanted that into the room. But that looks bonkers. Wow, what an insane looking redstone contraption that is. And then, of course, we've got the Hermit's React game there. I mean, what a screenshot. I'm going to take a screenshot right there. And now we're going to move on to my actual base area. So my actual base is going to be somewhere over here. I'll use the scroller so that we can fly really fast. I'm in spectator mode, by the way, in case you were wondering. But, whoa, yeah, there it is. Wow, okay, so this is the new area that we're creating right here. These are all the other farms that I've worked on. You can see we're only a couple blocks between them. It just looks mental, doesn't it? Look how crazy this place looks. There's stuff everywhere. When you look at it like this, you start to realise just how much work has gone into this base. Holy Moses. Well, okay, so this area here is going to like expand off into the distance. So that means that we're going to have like a whole new base area, and it's going to look epic. But just taking a look at the base from this perspective, that is expansive, isn't it? That's a big old base that I've got there. Oh man, I had a really cool idea of how I was going to suspend all of the sand using the iron trapdoors. I thought that looked absolutely awesome, but sadly, turns out slime blocks actually attach themselves to those, which, that's really surprising. How strange. A few things that I quickly want to mention. Number one is that for the first half of today's video, you might have been able to hear like a slight feedback noise in the background. That's because my XLR into my microphone was pulled really tight, and it's really frustrated me because, as you guys know, big into my audio quality, and yeah, it's just doesn't sound particularly brilliant. So I do apologise for that, but we're going to move on from that because, as you can see, the sugarcane farm is done. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be running redstone into all of those pistons. That should be really nice and easy. And then all that's going to happen is all of those slime blocks are going to extend, launch all of the sugarcane outwards. They're going to hit the window, fall down, land in some water, then go into some hoppers. So that's basically how all of that is going to be working. And for anyone who sat there wondering why I put so much time and effort into suspending all of this sand, is not because sugarcane grows faster on sand. That's a complete myth. It's just because sand looks so much better than dirt. Why would I use dirt? Dirt is horribly ugly, so we're going to be using sand instead. Okay, so some changes have been made on the Hermitcraft server. I'm quickly going to eat some chicken. Up at the top here, you can see pretty much what's been going on, and I will perform a leap over to this side. I just missed it. But anyway, here is the framework for the sugarcane farm that we're going to be building. And yeah, it's actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's gone quite a bit taller, so you can see that we're stretching out into the ceiling here, which could cause a problem, to be honest with you, because we've got the beacon right there, so we're going to have to make sure that no sugarcane sort of flies into the beacon area. But here it is. We've got 1, 2, 3 levels. Obviously, the first one is down there, and they just go up like that. I don't have any sand. I don't have any sugarcane. I don't have any slime blocks. I don't have any ladders. So, yeah, this is as much as we can do currently without doing some serious crafting. But I just thought I'd show you how the actual build is going to look. I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't look amazing. Like, as far as, like, just visuals are concerned, it looks pretty rubbish at the minute. But it's a farm, okay? It's not designed to look awesome. Obviously, farms generally look pretty cool because you look at them and you think, that's a farm, okay? That's doing some automated stuff. That's always good. But yeah, it's okay. I'm cracking on with it, and it's coming along together nicely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to gather up all the other resources. We're probably going to have to head back over to Hermit Hills and, yeah, grab some bits. I've just gone back and forth to Hermit Hills, then come all the way back here. And I just realised I've forgotten something fairly essential. There's a creeper up there, so we're going to keep an eye on him. But I've forgotten sugarcane. We've got slime blocks, we've got ladders, but no sugarcane at the minute. So let's just look through. That's not looking good. Nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. That's not good. Really? Have I never had sugar? Yes! Oh, what a win! When in doubt, check all your rubbish chests, because occasionally you can get very lucky indeed. So I'm currently sat here with my cat Benji, and he seems to be making quite a lot of noise at the minute. So he's now on my lap, and now he's away. He's decided that he's not going to be joining me for this recording session. But we have got the final slime blocks to place in now. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there we go. Those are the final ones going in there. Then I'll place some blocks on either side so that the water doesn't run out when we do it. And that is the actual framework for the entire sugarcane farm done. Wow, Benji! Jeez, disrupted my recording, but there we go. So that is everything in place. We've got the sand, we've got the slime blocks, we've got everything there. Now we just need to chuck in the water, the redstone, and the sugarcane. And I think I need to feed my cat. Okay guys, so a few things have happened since the previous clip. First off, of course, Benji has now been fed. He's nice and happy. I gave him like chicken and gravy, I believe, or chicken and jelly, something like that. And he seems pretty happy about the whole thing because he stopped making so much noise, which is good. Another thing that's happened is I have built the sugarcane farm, and you can see the sugarcane is actually growing, which is a positive sign. So that's good. We have done that as well. So now what I'm doing here is I'm just filling in the areas. I'm doing a little bit of decorating. So we've got stone slabs going up like that, stone slabs up there. And as far as the top block is concerned, I need more stone slabs up at the top. And that is everything done, I think. Nope, there's still some stuff to do down at the bottom. So there we go. That is the full sugarcane farm done. I'll quickly check behind me because this area isn't very well lit up. But I have to say, I think it looks really good. With the sugarcane in place, I don't know what it is. I think it's the fact that the sugarcane matches up with the slime blocks in color. I just think it looks really cool. I think it's a really cool looking build, and it will look even better when there's loads of the stuff. Basically, we've got one module, but of course we need to do module number 2, module number 3, and module number 4. It's been a bit of a slow start to today's episode, but I think we should be able to do that. I think we should be able to build all of the modules in today's episode, or at least I hope we can. If not, I will be a little bit disappointed, but as far as I can see, that is everything done for this one, and I think you'll all agree with me, it's looking good. It is looking really good. So I've been doing some building, and I've also been doing a little bit of thinking, and I know that's a dangerous thing, okay? I shouldn't think very often because usually really silly things come out, but I thought I would give you my thoughts here, because obviously I've been doing some building, you know, I've been doing the modules, and the first module that I did, it took absolutely ages, right? It really did take a very long time. I kept messing up. I kept having to go back to my redstone testing world, check out the build and things like that. This second module that I've done, it's been pretty quick, okay? It's been a nice, smooth process. And that is because, generally speaking, the first time that you do something, you're pretty rubbish at it, right? The first time that you do anything in life, really, you're not going to be particularly brilliant at it. And that's because practice does take perfect. That's such a good saying to know. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but that really is a really good mantra to follow. The fact that when you first get into something, chances are you're not going to be the best at it. I mean, that goes for everything. My early redstone contraptions were horrendous. They seriously were horrendous. I'm not particularly good at building, but I can promise you that my early builds were a lot worse looking than all of the builds that I'm currently doing. What else is there? I mean, game design. I'm currently in the process of learning how to design games. At the minute, I'm improving every day. My very early games were terrible. My current games are still terrible. Hopefully in a year's time, I can look back and go, wow, my old games were terrible. Look how much better I am at it now. It's sort of how it goes, you know? And the reason I'm bringing this up is because Minecraft is a really good visual example of that. You know, you can look at your old redstone contraptions and you can just immediately see how much better you are now than you were back then. Or you can look at your new builds and go, wow, that looks a lot better than that dirt hut that I created. And I just feel like Minecraft does a fantastic job at teaching us that lesson. I mean, Minecraft, as a game, really does teach some brilliant lessons about things. Obviously, I'm in the redstone community, so I will happily say that redstone teaches the fundamental laws of logic pretty well. I think that's a very good skill to have, especially if you're slightly younger. That's a really good thing to get embedded in your brain. Obviously, it also teaches creativity, and there's a community aspect with the servers. I mean, Minecraft really does do a fantastic job at those sorts of things. But I suppose I've never really touched on the fact that it teaches the practice makes perfect principle. And I feel like it probably does one of the best jobs of that of any other games that I can really think of. So that's just something to keep in mind. I don't know why I wanted to chat about that there. I thought I was thinking about it, I suppose. I was building this thinking this is going a lot better than the first one. So I suppose I'm learning there. But yeah, that's what's on my mind. Now I'm going to continue building the sugarcane farm. Let's get back to it. So guys, module number 1 and module number 2 are in, or module number 1 and module number 2. They're all completed. And I've mentioned this multiple times now, but I am loving it. I seriously am loving it. Something about large-scale redstone farming, it just looks so awesome in my eyes. Once we get everything cleaned up, once we get the entire room in place, probably going to be one of my favourite rooms in the base. It's going to be a tough contender, you know. I'm pretty happy with the way that most of the base looks, but this is going to be up there. Just farming in general, redstone industrialization, my favorite thing in Minecraft. But anyway, we're going to be moving on from that now because, of course, we have got modules 3 and 4 to do. And we've been doing a lot of jump cuts today. We've been doing a lot of progress updates and things. And I thought we would mix things up a little bit by doing a bit of a third-person time-lapse. Now, I know that you guys absolutely love those things, and I know that you guys have really been loving the music that I've been using recently, so I'm super excited for this one. So I'm going to hop on to my second channel account, not my second channel account, and yeah, let's just start recording. Alright guys, so there it is, time-lapse is over. I hope that you enjoyed that. That was a pretty good one there. And we have got the other two modules in place. I have to say, I really enjoyed recording that time-lapse. I'll let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. I just watched the new Mighty Car Mods video on how to build a sleeper, where they put an insane Subaru engine into a tiny little Beetle. It was creating 300 kilowatts of power, or near, I think, 267 kilowatts of power, which is a lot of brake horsepower in a little Beetle. And it was probably one of my favourite videos on the internet right now. So if you do want to check that out, head over to Mighty Car Mods channel. Fantastic car YouTube channel if you're interested in cars, basically. But anyway, yeah, moving on from that, you can see that it looks great, doesn't it? It seriously does look awesome. And it's going to work wonders. It really is. This is going to produce huge quantities of sugarcane. Just think, the one that we've got in Hermit Hills, that's only got 5 of these modules here. And it has produced a large number of double chests of sugarcane. This has got 12 of them. It's got 12 of those modules. So we're going to have sugarcane for days in the Mumbo Jumbo. And I'm excited for it. I don't know what I'm going to use that sugarcane for. It's probably just going to be one of those things that I just leave lying around. But it's always good to have automated farms for things that you don't really need. That's part of the fun of creating Minecraft things. So, yeah. Project is done. We managed to get everything completed. I'm super happy, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I am all out of time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.